Live from Garry O'Neal Studios in Baltimore.
You're listening to the See.Plan.Do show with Garry O'Neal.
All right, here you go. DJ.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Pod Day! Yeah! Oh, wow. Look at me in glorious 5K. Welcome to the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional mindset coach, business coach, consultant, father, big unc, whatever you need me to be in this situation, Mr. Garry O'Neal Jr. And as always, if you see me out here at your local jazz festival, if you see me out here enjoying vacation, please don't forget the junior. Shout out to Pops. We have another power-packed podcast. See, you already know what season this is, episode 151 entitled Balance, where in this episode, I'm going to be going over a couple of things. One, how can you achieve work-life balance? Super important. Even I got to make sure I listen to this episode myself. Also, your appetizer, they're going to be called Regulators, and your See.Plan.Do moment of the week, we're going to be talking about being excellent. All right, so can I get to my shout outs, my day one A1 listeners? Thank you for your constant support. First time listeners, welcome. People that are listening to this, watching this, wherever you are, whenever you are, however the algorithm has brought you to me and me to you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. You can literally be doing anything in the world, and you're here with me, and I appreciate that. All right, so we got our shout outs out of the way. Again, episode 151 entitled Balance. So let's get straight to our See.Plan.Do moment of the week, sponsored by the best CPR company in the planet. So right after a brief word from our sponsor, we'll get right to it.
Are you looking to get certified in CPR, first aid, or other life-saving skills? Heart Savers Maryland is your premier CPR training facility. Individual and classroom sessions available. Schedule your training at heartsaversmd.com. Each second counts. Get trained today.
All right, your See.Plan.Do moment of the week is entitled Excellence. A lot of times, a lot of clients, a lot of people I know, they struggle because one of the biggest things that they deal with in accomplishing goals or trying to be the best version of themselves is that they feel they have to be perfect. And guess what, guys? Perfection is not real. Perfection is a myth. It's not real. You cannot be perfect. All right? But you can be excellent. And that's what you should strive for. Each and every moment, how can I be excellent? Can I be excellent in how I start my day, what I think, what I say, what I feel? You can be excellent in those things. All right. So remove the idea of, hey, I'm going to be perfect, and what you can do in each and every moment, be excellent. All right. And guess what? I'm going to give you really quickly right now a two-part to this. And the second part is invest in yourself. Now, if you've been watching this show, you might notice that today, hey, you know what? Gary's coming in a little bit sharper. All right. Of course, the production company is here. And so one of the biggest things that I urge you to do, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a content creator, if you're just trying to do something, is invest in yourself. Take the time, the energy, the money to invest in yourself to be able to produce whatever the product is. Because a lot of times us not investing in ourselves come from a space of we don't believe that we should do these things. All right. So if you look at my previous episodes, yeah, they look great, but they don't look the best to me. All right. So of course I had to get BTB, had to bring them in, and you've seen previous episodes, and now I look sharper. I feel better. This is an investment. And so making that investment for yourself is the best way that you can go out here and say, you know what? I'm going to be confident. I know I've invested in myself. I know that I have things riding on this, and I'm going to make sure that I do the absolute best because I've put in. I'm all in. And I challenge you to be all in too. All right. That's your See.Plan.Do moment of the week. 1, excellence. 2, all in. All right. So let's get to our Greenlight Entertainment song of the week, guys. You already know YouTube is not going to allow me to play any songs. But if you look below, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see in the playlist what the song of the week is. You can also look in the details what the song of the week is. So right after a brief word from my sponsors, if you're listening to this, you'll catch the vibes. All right. Coming right at you.
Having a wedding, birthday party, or other social or corporate event, contact Greenlight Entertainment today. With our experienced DJs, quality sound, and professional service, we look to make your event the event. Check us out on the web at www.greenlightentertain.com. With Greenlight Entertainment, you have the green light.
All right. It's always wedding season, party season, celebration season, so you already know where you should go. All right, so let's get to our appetizer of episode 151 entitled Balance, where we're talking about how can we achieve work-life balance. All right, so your appetizer of the day is regulators. All right, some of you guys may not know that. I'm sorry if you don't, but your appetizer day regulators is how can we regulate ourselves when we're dealing with things. So if you are feeling angry, how can I regulate myself? You can regulate yourself by taking a pause, cooling yourself off, cooling down, and thinking clearly and rationally. By you cooling yourself off, by you taking a TV timeout, by you removing yourself from the situation, you're allowed to come back to the table. You're allowed to come back thinking rationally and thinking clearly. All right. Well, Gary, what if I'm feeling overwhelmed? If you're feeling overwhelmed, write down what needs to be done. All right. Take a moment. You're feeling overwhelmed. Write down what needs to be done and focus on the most critical things, the most important things. Gary, you know what? I've been feeling insecure. That's a big thing for a lot of people. So if you're feeling insecure, you know what you can do? Work on appreciating you. I'm going to say it again. Work on appreciating you, your flaws and all. All right. I have flaws. You have flaws. Everyone has flaws. And so work while you're working on yourself. Appreciate who you are. All right. And give yourself some credit. Look at you. Look how amazing you are. All right. Look at all the things you've done. Look at how amazing you are. Look how you take care of people. So give yourself some credit. It's okay that we have flaws. All right. I'm going to do an episode called Body Positivity. And it's not about, not caring about ourselves or saying body positivity and we're allowed us to do whatever we want to do. It's about still loving yourself and then treating your body and treating yourself the best way possible. Okay. Gary, I'm feeling rejected. How can you regulate yourself if you're feeling rejected? First thing is just acknowledge that shit sucks. All right. I don't care what the situation is. I remember being a young lad going to the mall with my homeboys and seeing something little tenderoni and trying to holler at her and you get turned down. That's tough. Imagine a job you went out for, the dream job you wanted so bad, the life you wanted to live and it didn't work out. Guess what? It's okay to acknowledge that shit sucks. Okay? But don't let it consume you. All right? Don't let rejection consume you. The one thing I learned from when my homeboy used to say, come on, man, let's go talk to these chicks or do all these things or trying is that you got to try. But don't let rejection consume you. Rejection is simply redirection. It just means that it's not over here. It's not over here. That's not the job for you. Here's the job over here. All right. You're tired of working this 9 to 5. You're tired. You're having feelings about all these things. It just means that we need to redirect over here. Rejection is just simply redirection. All right. You know what, Gary? I need to regulate feeling discouraged. All right. One, be kind to yourself. Okay. Be kind to yourself and remember the reason on why we are trying and use that as a strength. You might get discouraged. All right. Just remember your why. I've done 151 plus episodes. Sometimes I thought about wrapping this up, right? I'm looking at the other content. I see other content out here. I'm seeing everybody blow up. I'm like, man, I'm in school to be a therapist, man. I ain't got to do this. I could just make content just sometimes and just chill. And I said, no, why are you doing this? And I remember the day I said, you know what? I do want to have a podcast. And now 151 episodes in, and now we got whole production. All right. Now we're doing different things. Remember, be kind to yourself. When you're beating yourself up, you're going to be your own worst critic because you know all the secrets. You know the things to say to hurt you. So be kind to yourself. Remember your why and use that as a strength. And Gary, how can I regulate feeling anxious? One, remember that anxiety, right? Feeling anxious, anxiety is you focusing in on things that may not even happen. As a person that works the suicide line, I get a lot of people that have a lot of anxiety. Oh, if I fail this test, then I'm gonna fail school. And if I fail school, I'm gonna be out in the streets. Anxiety is real, and it's okay for you to listen in on that anxiety, but don't let it consume you. Don't feed the anxiety. So how can we deal with that anxiety? How can we regulate anxiety? Is we're going to focus on the present moment, and we're going to focus on taking deep breaths and just focus on you being present in that moment. That's really it. Anxiety is going to have you thinking all over the place. Oh, I missed a rent payment or mortgage payment. Oh, they're going to put me out on the street. Oh, if I don't get this job, then I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to go on vacation when Gary and them go on vacation. I'm not going to be able to do all these things I want. Take a goddamn breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay? Be here, be present in the moment. All right, that is your appetizers of this episode entitled Regulators. All right, so can we get to our entree? All right. Now, I came up with this episode because one, people are burning themselves out. And I did an episode about burnout, about I hate my job. Go back and check out the episode about that. And one of the biggest things that I hear as a facilitator. So when I'm teaching classes and I'm teaching organizations and they're having me come in and we talk about some of the issues that the employees are feeling, I always hear work-life balance. I always hear, we need to have work-life balance. I don't have work-life balance. So I thought about that, especially if you look at the art, the cover art for this show is from one of my favorite shows currently, Severance, where they done did a whole surgical procedure to cut off the social side of their brain when they go to work, and when they leave out, it cuts off the work part of the brain. Now that's a little extreme, and that's why I used it. So how can we achieve work-life balance? First, even before, let's just do a prequel. Work-life balance is your responsibility. Stop thinking the job is going to give you work-life balance. They're going to focus on work responsibility. All right? So just understand that when it comes to work-life balance, it is your responsibility to create that balance, okay? So let's get to number one. How can we achieve work-life balance? Define what you want. All right? Define what you want. All right? And once you define what you want, you immediately have to list down a set of boundaries. All right? What does that look like? When you're defining what does that look like to you? When you think about your ideal situation, hey, I want to be home by 5 p.m. and that's it. Then there needs to be a set of boundaries that come with that. Right? So when you think about it, define what you want, make those list of boundaries, and then think to yourself, what does balance look like to me? How is that balanced? Right now, I have the businesses going, as well as I'm working in the day, I'm working in the night. I'm not balanced. I have to do this, right? I get to do this. I get to do this. So I get to do this. I have kids, right? Social commitments, all types of things. These things are going to take away from time. So I have to have a balance. Something has to change. Okay? So that's number one. Define what you want. Number two, when you're at work, as far as that work-life balance, prioritize your tasks. Okay? List your tasks, focus on the high important tickets, and then from there, if you can, delegate everything else. What are my big ticket items? List them down. When you get to work, already have that list. Boom, I have to do these things. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And then once you list it, if the other things are at the bottom, can I give it to somebody else? Can I hand it off to somebody else? Right? Can I automate this? And in another episode, we're going to talk about the 4-hour work week and how can we automate something, right? Can I delegate it? Can I give it away to somebody else? All right. Can I delegate that responsibility? And that's important too. And that means trust. So get with people that you are able to trust that can delegate those responsibilities. Okay. Number 3. Make time for the fun things that you want to do. Make time, whether it's fun, you enjoy it, whatever it is, make time for the things that you want to do. All right? And it has to be a non-negotiable. It has to be non-negotiable. You cannot allow your job to not allow you to go on vacations. PTO, prepare the others, because I'm not going to be here. Right? Now, of course, follow the guidelines, right? Follow the guidelines on what needs to happen. So follow those and make sure that you create non-negotiables. I have to be out of here by 5 p.m. I am not going to take on additional tasks that interfere with those things. Number 4, no means no. No means no. And that means I need you to learn it. I need you to know that no means no. And when we're talking about no means no, it is super important for you to decline activities that will get in the way, whether socially or for work. All right? Because we want to have a balance and we can't be all the way one here and then all the way the other here. Guess what? We got to make sure we have a balance. So it's okay to review your boundaries, make sure that we have those activities that we have to do, that we want to do. And sometimes it's okay. It's always okay to say no if you need to say no. And number 5, reflect. Go back and review and assess your work-life balance. Am I balanced? Am I doing my work and still making sure I have time for myself, time for my partner, time for my kids, time for my pet, time to go play video games, time to go eat at my favorite restaurant? Am I making the right balanced decisions to be able to balance everything out? All right. And if I'm not, what changes need to be made? All right. So let me wrap this up. Number 1, define what you want. Remember, set those clear boundaries. Number 2, prioritize those tasks. Number 3, make the time for the things you enjoy, that are things that are fun to you. All right. I am remembering of a guy who never took off work. Unfortunately, he passed away at work. And when I talked to the payroll person, they said it's because he had a plan on saving up the money that he could have used, all the money that he would get back, the sick leave and all that stuff. He didn't want to use it. And I thought to myself, those days he had to have been sick. It had to have been days where he was sick. There had to have been days where Maybe his family wanted him to go away on a vacation. He said, no, I got to go to work. Make time for things you enjoy. I enjoy vacationing. I enjoy vacationing by myself. I enjoy vacation with my family. My cousin is like, hey, we need to go back on a vacation. Absolutely. Make time for things you enjoy. Remember, learn it. No means no. No, no, no. Decline. I respectfully decline. And number 5 is reflect. Remember, reassess. All right, guys, that's the end of the show. Thank you. Thank you for checking out this episode. You can catch each and every episode hot, fresh, ready to go. All right. You can check it out on the website. You can listen to it as well as you can watch it on YouTube or wherever you stream or listen to your favorite podcast. Hopefully this is your favorite podcast. And if you haven't made it your favorite podcast, please like, share, and subscribe below. All right. Guess what? I say this all the time. I've said it from episode 1 to now. You are the best part of the show. All right. You. I know I'm here. I know I got the production company. I know I have all these things, but guess what, guys? You are the best part of the show. So thank you. If this show has filled you up, if this show is a really, really memorable thing, guess what? Share it to people. Let people know about it. Tell me how you feel about it. All right. So until we see each other again, because we'll see each other. All right. I'm going to see you on vacation. I'm going to see you out in your garden. I'm going to see you just out there with your family, just enjoying yourself. Until we talk again. All right. And until we share those special moments again. We may honestly get only 4,000 weekends, 4,000 summers, 4,000 winters. We got to take advantage of those special moments. We have to. So until we share those special moments again, always, guys, remember, as always, see what you want to do. Plan it out. And above all, you have to do this. You can't just see it. You can't close your eyes and envision it. You can't just plan it out and say, Gary, I got it. You have to do it. All right, your life coach loves you. Hey, make sure that you write out that list. Same life coaching time, same life coaching channel. See ya.